right here.
Oh, okay. You changed your name? Oh, I know her as
Is
person's
this
name.
her? Let me see. Is this you, baby?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's her.
I have a bunch of phone calls I need to make. Yes, whatever it is that you guys need, I need it to be quick. I gotta get back to this stuff.
Hello, can y'all hear her?
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, I hear her.
Okay. Hey,
But
Mama Jeannie, how are you, love? And my condolences to you. So the first thing that we trying to get an understanding is that's the first thing, the number one thing is how are you doing? Is what I'm gonna say first before answering you any questions and stuff.
I'm
oh, you
good
gotta
to the
speak
brave
up.
face. I am speaking up. I can't speak up no more. My nose is stopped up too.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but I've been trying to brave face. Here, let me drop down and let me pop back up because I don't
Okay.
know what's happening.
Okay. And Nutbusters, I'm gonna drop you down and so that I can hear her better.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
And then I'll bring her back up and then we can hear her a little better. Because it probably Nutbuster's sound is probably taking hers out a little bit.
Taking hers out.
All right, there we go. Can you hear?
Hear me now?
Let me see. Can I hear you? Say something.
Hey,
Can you
I'm
hear
sorry.
me?
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Kazaria. Yeah, I can hear you. Give me
Oh,
1 second, love. Get in here and close that door now. Close it all the way. Push it. Push it. Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry. It's a lot going on in this house. I'm okay. I could be a lot better. I'm trying to keep a brave face right now because if I break, a lot of my family is gonna break too, and they're trying to make sure that I keep going forward. Um, I have not grieved yet. I haven't given myself that time because if I stop moving, nothing's gonna get done.
right, right. So I just have a few questions. I don't want to hold you because I don't really want to put too much on you than you can bear. Okay. So the main question, the $1 million question that a lot of people are confused about is how long was Keimani with her grandmother and the godmother?
She's been bounced back and forth between my mother and my godmother since she was a year and a half.
Did you actually lose custody? I heard said something where they lied on you and said that that you had did something and that's how she got custody. How did you lose custody of her?
They took her from the hospital from me. I never got to take her home.
Oh wow. And they didn't give a reason?
So it was a bunch of false allegations that were put on me. They said everything from me being a junkie, me bouncing from place to place with strangers, me medically neglecting my. I told you to stop. Sit down. Come on. Come here. Hush. They said that I medically neglected my daughter, and a bunch of other things that were not true. I brought them full documentation of everything that was going on because I wasn't living up here. I was living in Cleveland even then.
Mm-hmm.
And I only came up here to allow my mother to see her grandbaby be born. I'm her first child. And I was told that I was supposed to had been aborted. So the fact that she still gave me life when she really didn't have the means to do so, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to give her that gift. But like I said, I got down here. Um, the documentation that I brought consisted of like my lease, my W-2s, my medical records, because that was what they were saying. They were saying I medically neglected my daughter. I brought them my full medical records with, my baby's midwife and my doula's number, all of that good stuff. I brought them my lease. I brought them the title to my car. I brought them W-2s from all of my jobs to try to like prove to them that the things that were being told about me were false. And
Wait.
the last time I gave it to them was during what CPS calls a staff meeting. I gave it to them the last time in that staff meeting, and they tore it up in my face and threw it in the trash and continued on with the meeting like nothing had happened. So
So, but you said she never went home with you though, right? She never got a chance to like go home. You just gave birth to her.
no, they took her from the hospital.
Took her from the hospital. Okay, so my next question, I don't want to hold you into, too long. I know you got a lot to do and you're busy right now. I understand. So they took her from you. Now, during this time that when they took her from you, the first person that she went with was the godmother, correct?
Yeah, the godmother. They gave my godmother kinship care over my daughter when she was 1.5 years.
Okay. And how long did she stay with the godmother?
I'm not exactly sure. I believe she stayed there solely up until she was like 5 or 6, and then they started bouncing her back and forth between the two.
Okay, so this basically lines up with what how the grandmother said that she was there off and on for about 5 years. Would that be fair to say?
My daughter's about to be 14 tomorrow. No. No, that's still not accounting for like 3 to 4 years.
Okay, so that timeline is just a little bit conflicted. Okay, so during this time of her being there, how many years did you fight for your daughter after she was born?
Oh, I've always fought. Hey, I'm on the phone. No, do not open that door. No. You want to go out there? You can go out there and play if you want to. But I can't have you playing in here. But no, I've always fought for my daughter. I've fought for my daughter since the day that I had her.
Give me 1 second. I pressed the button. I'm sorry. So say that again because I pressed my mixer. My apologies. Say that one more time for me.
I said I've always been fighting for my daughter. That fight has never ended. In June, my mother was supposed to be signing a third-party custody transfer so that I could get my baby back because she said that she did not want her anymore. She said my daughter was stealing, my daughter was lying. I don't know that any of that is factual, and I don't believe it. But she said that my daughter was doing a whole bunch of stuff, and she just couldn't take it anymore. She wanted me to get my daughter. We were supposed to be going to court for that, to give me custody of my daughter back, because every place that I've always had space for my daughter. I've always made sure I had means to take care of.
Right. So this abuse, what do you know about this abuse? Because one thing that I'm noticing is that there's a fair consensus from multiple family members that she was getting hit on by the grandmother. Did you know about anything about this, and how long did you know, and what steps did you take outside of, fighting for custody?
My did a very good job of as far as I think that was so that they would be able to do what it was that they wanted to do, how they wanted to do it. Again, I still have my parental rights, but because they are guardian, because they are custodian, if they don't give me the go ahead, I can't do anything.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, did you hear about the abuse? Like, how did you know anything about the abuse that the grandmother was doing?
I didn't hear about the abuse until the only thing that I've seen, because I've never even seen my mother hit my daughter other than like a spoon, like a wooden spoon to her hand. I haven't witnessed any of that, and I think that was for a reason.
Okay. And she is your biological mother, because that was in question as well, correct?
That is my biological mother, unfortunately. How they ended up, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all are so loud. I cannot even think straight. Can y'all please? That's why I said go out there and play with them, so that they can scream and yell and holler as much as they want. Baby, my head, it's a lot of stuff going on in my head. I cannot focus. Can y'all please step out? Please. I'm not trying to be mean to y'all, but I need y'all out. Please. Go. I'm sorry. This
No,
is
listen,
it's
you're okay. I'm a mother. I don't care about none of that. You do you. It's okay. Go ahead.
well, is there any other questions or
No, I was
anything? Because
saying as far
I
as
got it. I
no, I was saying as far as the abuse and things of that nature. You said that you didn't know anything about it. You just knew about the spoon and stuff like that. That's what you was explaining.
yeah about anything. The only thing I've ever seen my mother do to my daughter was hit her with the spoon. But I've recently met a bunch of my family that I mean I didn't know existed, and they didn't know I existed. Apparently, they've been trying to figure out where this light skinned baby came from. Um,
Wow.
but just meeting them, and they have stories on top of stories on top of stories. People that have lived with my mother for months or years on end are telling me are telling me what they've witnessed. So
So can you explain your sister? Apparently, your sister went on the news and she said that you never around and you only came around because you were fussing about the child support and $900. Can you explain why she would go on the news and portray it that way, or why she would say that you were never around?
I don't deal with my sister first off.
Hmm.
I don't talk to her if if she don't talk to me. I raised all my little sisters and brothers. I was the protector. I was the provider for them when we were in foster care. And I put myself in harm's way to make sure that they didn't have to go through the things that I went through. Our family is not tight knit. So I don't really speak to her that often. But that is not the same energy that she had when she called me and told me that my baby was missing. Because she's the one that let me know.
Okay.
I had no idea. I don't do social media.
Understandable. Now, there's another misconception, or some that's getting people a little bit confused as well, is that people were going around, and I'm just here because I've been watching it from the very beginning. So don't think I'm just someone that just hopped of it and don't know anything. People are saying that is Keimani, is this her biological father?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and would you know why people are saying it's someone else? They were saying that the grandmother said it's not, or something like that.
So they said that my mom said that. Where she got that from, I'm not sure. Um, but I mean, shit. People are also saying that my mom and my daughter's dad have been sleeping together this whole time too. So I don't know.
Wow. And you just learned that they were dealing with each other on a personal note. That's crazy, and I'm so sorry.
If it like the only time I really talk to my mother or my child's father is if it's concerning my child. If you tell me my kid needs something, I got it. If you tell me my kid wants to do something, I got it. If my kid is short on something, or shit, if the house is short on something where my baby is residing, I'm going to make sure I take care of it.
Hmm.
There has been times my mother has called me legitimately 3 days in a row. The last time she did this, I was homeless.
Mute yourself, Nutbuster. Mute
She
yourself.
called me the first day.
Okay, go ahead.
There was the last time she called me and was asking for money back to back to back to back was when I was homeless. I was literally living in my car, had nowhere to go. And she called me one day and was like, "Hey, I need like $600. We ain't got no food in this house." I said, "Okay." She called me the next day. "Hey, I need $300. $100. I'm trying to do something for Keimani's birthday." Okay. She called me the day after. "Hey, can you send me 60? I'm $60 short for her cake." No, I can't, because now I'm flat broke.
Wow. So it was just
If
always
you call
one.
me and tell me my kid needs something, call me and tell me it's always been about money.
Wow.
But regardless of that, like I said, my only concern has been I don't care about the money. Money comes and goes.
Yeah. 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 So they were saying, so that this house that your mother lived in, I've heard that your mother was on drugs. I've heard that it was pedophiles and pimps and crackheads living in there. Was she treating this house like a boarding house for the community? What do you know about that, of the people that were coming in and out this household?
that I didn't know about the crackheads and all of that mess until after I got here. Um I only found out about Wayne, my little brother's dad, staying at my mother's house when he got out because my dad called me and told me. And I asked her why he was there. And I told her that I was uncomfortable with him being there because he just did 22, 23 years and ain't seen a woman. I don't want him nowhere near my kid.
And he's a registered sex offender, correct?
That was staying at that house, from what I knew, was family.
No, I'm saying, but Wayne, he was a registered sex offender. That's what he was in the penitentiary for, right?
No, Wayne was in the penitentiary because he killed somebody over 50 cents in a slice of pizza. So, mental health, top tier, you know?
Wow. Okay, so now that all of this is out and things of that nature, right? I know that the day before she went missing, she was at your house because you had the birthday party for your other daughter. And you said that you gave her some money and then you also gave the father some money. Now, here's what kind of had me confused is because they were saying that you really didn't get a chance to see your baby for a lot of years. Is that correct?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's incorrect. My daughter was at my house on the 15th, Saturday the 15th. Her and her sister had already spent the week up here together because I have a 4-year-old. She was up here with Keimani for a whole week before that. My daughter's dad got permission from my mother to bring Keimani to me on Saturday the 15th. That had nothing to do with no birthdays. I don't know where people keep getting that from, but that's not what I said. She came up to see me because, again, I'm paying child support. I still have my parental rights. So that was my visit. But she sat with me hours. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess my mother wanted her home before the night was over for whatever reason. But they stayed for 2 hours. We played the video game. We joked, we played. We had a good time.
Okay.
We had a good time.
Okay,
And
Spicy, I did say that. I'm sorry to interrupt. I did say that because I knew Zaza's birthday was on the 17th. And I was just like asking you because you were getting stuff together for her birthday on the weekend. So yeah, I did say that.
okay, it was the weekend. Okay. Okay. And so he came and took her there and then took her back home. Now, do you guys even, let me ask you this, maybe you would know. Do you guys even know if she even ever made it back home?
I don't know. From what I was told, she was home because she went to school on Monday. The kids at her school vouched, yes, she was here, and she walked with us to school. We had lunch, and she walked with us after school. She went home.
Okay. Wow. Alrighty.
There's there's kids that she walks to school with. If she doesn't get on the bus, a group of kids that she walks home with if she doesn't get on the bus.
Okay. Now, can you give
But
us
she
some clarity
wasn't.
on this timeline? When was she officially reported missing? I think that's also some inconsistencies in that for people too.
I don't know when she was officially reported missing. Um, so from what I understand, from what was told to me, she went missing Tuesday. My mother claims that she noticed that she figured out that my daughter was missing when she got home, which was supposed to have been 10 o'clock. But apparently she still had not reported it at that time. She called my cousin Kat, which is Big Cat on Facebook. I'm sure you guys have seen her today. I don't know that any part of that is true. Um, but I did not find out until almost 4 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. Like I said, my sister, the same one that's on the news talking crazy now, is the one that even let me know that my daughter was missing. My mother did not call me about anything even remotely related to my kid until Thursday. The Thursday after she went missing at 3:49 p.m.
Wow. So this is kind of, thank you guys for the gifts. I appreciate it. So now that we are in, your sister had went into the news, and she also had mentioned, um so when your sister, when she was on the news, and she basically is saying that you never around, there's also some allegations that your sister was one that was a part of the things that was going on in the house. Have you heard anything about your sister leaving your daughter out while they leave the house for hours throughout the day, and she had nowhere to go? Have you heard those allegations yet?
Don't know nothing about that. I know that I have been told that apparently my sister's son, my nephew RJ, was apparently touching my baby as well. And my cousins told me that as well. No, my mother has not talked to me about this. My sister has not brought this to my attention. The people that are responsible for taking care of her are the people that should be telling me what's going on. When something's wrong, regardless of how big or how little it is, you should be letting me know. That is still my child. I still care for her. I still love her. I still go above and beyond for her.
And how old was this son
But it's
of
the fact
hers?
the dark for a reason.
How old is her son?
I spoke to them every time I spoke to my child, every time I spoke to my child, every time I spoke to my mother, every time I spoke to my child's father. Everything seemed normal. And I ask questions. I want to know what's going on. And I think my daughter just didn't say anything out of fear.
Yeah, possibly very scared. And she who could she really go to now? I want to also get an understanding of the father as well. There's old videos popping up of him, and I'm trying to get an understanding of his character, because I remember your other video when you first did the interview with Nutbuster, and you said, that he wouldn't do anything like this. What do you think happened?
I've known this man since I was 19 years old. I am a girl's girl and always have been a girl's girl even before that was coined. If somebody would have came to me and told me that this was something that he was into, or this was something that he could have had the potential to do, or they thought he did it or whatever, I'm going to stand by them. If any woman would have approached me and been like, hey, he's fucking weird, I would have taken heed to that. I have never heard of him doing anything of the sort. Even some of my cousins went to school with him. They said he was a square, has always been a square. So none of this was, I wasn't expecting him to have anything to do with this, but I can't say I put anything past anybody. As of right now, everybody's fucking guilty, and I don't care. So, and you can listen, and I see y'all in the comments. Y'all can talk about all y'all want, but at the end of the day, I'm doing what I have to do to make sure that my baby gets a proper burial. I'm trying to do what I have to do to make sure that my kid is.
You don't have to reply to them, okay?
I'm not about to put on no. I'm not about to put on no show for y'all. I will grieve when I have time to grieve. Right now, there's other things I need to take care of. I have a young child with me. My child.
Y'all do not attack her. Do not attack her. I don't. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Not Buster. Give me 1 second. I don't know who all y'all is that's in the comments, but this is Savage RoyalT's live. Okay. This is not like any other body's live on here. Okay. This woman, regardless of how y'all feel, lost a child. Do not disrespect her in my comments. You can take that to somebody else's live. Do not you can't tell her how to feel. You can't tell her. Do not do that over here. Do not. Please, out of respect for me. You can have your own feelings, but respect my live. I don't have admins because people know I don't play them games. Go ahead, love. Go ahead, Nutbuster.
Okay, so Spicy. When I was on the phone with you that day, didn't I already say he was a weirdo? Like, he was even did that messy shit with calling, you know, calling her while we were talking. I already said he was a weirdo, so I don't know why the person in the comments was like, "Oh, you said he was." I did say he was weird. I did say that. I've been saying that, and it's just more so to say that people don't care what type of. I can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Talking to you on, he called my mother like he had to check in with her.
Yes, I called him a weirdo. So yes, I did. Everything that I have said up here, I have said to her, and it's just like more so. I feel like this is not the time.